Hey Becca, I'm so excited for this episode. Massillon versus Science. This is going to be awesome.
What?
Yeah, Nate said this is a bye week. We're doing Massillon versus Science.
What? No. I didn't know you knew that much. It's a school. It's like the Legacy School of Sports Science.
No, there's no game this week, right?
No, it's a school we're playing.
Oh.
What do you have there?
What? Nothing.
Are these your questions?
What? Well, this doesn't matter. Don't read those. I just prepared questions when I thought it was Massillon versus Science. I didn't know it was a school. So don't read that stuff.
Question 1. I'm so glad Massillon is finally taking on science. It is such a scam. Nate, how long are we going to believe there's actual gravity? I've never seen it. I don't even have friends who have seen it. Therefore, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, see? I mean, have you seen gravity before? I think that's a good question.
Oh boy. Question 2. This one to the players. What is this about the world being round? A football field is flat. Wouldn't that mean the world is? Really? Life is not about football. Oh dear God.
That makes sense to me.
Question 3. Global warming is such a joke. The only ones who say it is real are scientists, and how would they know more than me? Everyone knows I wear a snowsuit to the playoff games every year. Plus, it's not like the weather is getting stranger.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. Aren't you literally in town because there's a hurricane?
But no one knows that. You see, it's private, and we all know that private schools don't have to follow the rules. So since it's private, I don't have to follow this rule. Now, you don't need to read the rest of the questions. I don't think anyone's interested.
But this is not even a question. Science uses numbers to calculate odds and make predictions, but wasn't that found to be silly because numbers say that you should punt? But Cincinnati Anderson doesn't punt, so science is fake?
See?
Oh my God. Okay, last question. Isn't science really dangerous because in 1982 Thomas Dolby was blinded by it? I don't even get that one.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. This is Scott Ryan coming to you live from Sarasota, Florida, where we have a hurricane, but the Tigers always win. People, I understand you're worried about me. I'm gonna make it out. Enough with the texts. I got the house prepped. The car's gassed. Welcome to Tiger Talk.
Are you going to make it to Valdosta?
I'll be in Valdosta by 8 in the morning, no matter what it is. I appreciate everyone caring, but it's a little bit much. But that's my personal problem. That's not what we're here to talk about. Although I wish we were.
He says you can't even sit under the roof because you're Section 14 guy. They tried to kick you out.
I know I got to be in the rain anyway. It's not going to rain Friday, is it? It's supposed to rain? Not here. Okay, good. Hi, I'm one of your hosts, Scott Ryan.
And I'm the co-host, Becca Moore.
And tell us who we have on the show today, Becca.
As always, we have head coach Nate Moore.
Howdy, Nate. How you doing?
And then I'll let the players introduce themselves with their name, number, and position.
I'm Douglas Carter. I play receiver. I'm number 7. I'm Dalen Pringle. I play DB. I'm number 6.
Thanks so much for having you guys back on the show. We appreciate it. I think we need to start with the most important part of the entire game. Coach, you got to kind of thank me, don't you, for what happened at the beginning of that game.
What was that?
You don't remember?
They didn't punt.
On the first 4th down.
The first drive, they're on your 27, and they don't punt. You don't think that's because their coach is watching Tiger Talk and this punt or no punt thing is catching on?
No, I think the analytics would tell you to not punt there.
No, they're on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and 1 on the minus 30 early in the game. Analytics probably tell you to go for it.
I think it's punt or no punt.
That doesn't mean that everybody buys into the analytics, but what the analytics would say is that If you go for it on that 4th and 1, whether you get it or not, your chances of winning the game go up. Now, obviously, that didn't play out to be true for them because they were playing the Tigers, but that's what the analytics would say.
I don't know. I mean, my phone started lighting up with texts and messages as if people were asking if I'm hurricane proofing my home. Let's go to the players. Tell us about your experience in the game. How was it for you each personally?
I say it was a team win. Everybody did their job. Lyman did their job, the offense, the defense. It was a great team win.
What about you, Dalen?
Yeah, I'll say it was a great team win. Yeah, I think that we did. I think this week, I think we did better on like pursuing to the ball and playing to the whistle.
I thought that this team looked pretty big. I know Virgin Catholic was big, but I thought these guys looked big too. Were they as big and strong out there? And and you guys kind of confirmed that you played more like a team. Do you think that even though that they were big and the score doesn't really show that, did the score show the talent they had, or you guys just played so much better, or were they just not up to the par? What do you think?
I mean, I don't think the score showed like how good they were. I think they were like better than what the score said, but like I feel like our black swarm defense was just swarming to the ball at a point where like they couldn't even move it.
What about you, Coach? What was the highlight from the team win? What are we taking away from this win?
I mean, I was proud of the guys for playing well in all 3 phases. Kind of like Chuck West said, I thought it was our best probably performance overall, with great defense and offensive execution. So I was just overall proud of it. We always get great effort out of these guys, but we got really good execution as well.
Moving to fan view, they said that WHS-TV was helping or something. So what's going on with that? Do you know? Like, and does this mean that it's back to WHS-TV is doing it or FanView is doing it?
So FanView is still doing our games, but WHS-TV is involved. What level of involvement? I'm not 100% sure, but as far as the actual production of the game, they're involved in that.
Yeah, because they never really said. They just said WHS-TV was involved, but they didn't have the kids talking or whatever. Do you know if that'll mean the first 3 playoff games will be on FanView, or is McKinley the last FanView?
That all has to do with whether the OHSA claims exclusive rights to any of those playoff games. If they do, then it'll be the OHSAA's game on Spectrum. If they do not, then I believe we'll be able to broadcast, at least if it's at home or neutral site.
Just get ready to pay, Scott.
I don't mind paying, to be honest with you. That doesn't bother me. And I have a login from when I used to work at Spectrum. So that's part of why I don't mind paying. And then my other question was the points, the Harbinger points, counted or didn't count?
Yeah, that game earned us points for the Harbinger.
Okay, because man, I heard about 12 different ways on all that. Okay. Whew. Enough of Canada. Let's go to science. Yeah. How did we find the science team?
Well, I mean, we've been looking for a week 8 game for a long, long time, and have had a couple different games that we thought were, 99% done, and we had a game and fell through. And Legacy School of Sports Science came recommended. There's a couple guys out there that are high school football game brokers, I guess is maybe the best way to say it. So engaged in conversation with them, and it was kind of back and forth, and then ended up being able to make it work. So,
right.
Wait, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to ask real quick. Is this the first time we ever played a team from Texas? I feel like it is, but
it is.
We know.
I don't know. I didn't look that up. I think so.
I think so too, but I didn't know. That was what you were going to ask, Becca?
Yeah, I
Oh
was.
my gosh, we're on the same wavelength. Dalen, tell me about the Texas team. What are you looking at? What do you have to do this week to secure a win?
This week, I think we got to do a secure win on defensively. I think they got athletes like all over. They got like a receiver. They got a really good quarterback, like to throw. We got to like D-backs. We got to stay on top of routes, and like the front seven got to contain the quarterback and don't let him scramble outside the pocket.
Is he a good scrambler?
Yeah, he can run. He got some wheels.
What about you, Jacques?
Offensively, I think we got to make plays. Like they run a lot of man coverage, and the receivers got to do their job, get open, win, of course. As DB wise, ain't nothing we seen before. We should be all right.
All right, I like to hear that. Since both of you are seasoned players, if we were going to make we were going to bury a box in Tiger Stadium, and you each had to write advice to a freshman Tiger 5 years from now. You've come through the system. You understand what it means to be a senior Tiger. What are you going to tell that freshman that's coming 5 years from now?
I'll tell him work the first day you get into the weight room, and like every day from there on and out. And don't take no days off.
Do you take days off?
Nah, can't do that.
Okay.
I would say that.
I would say hard work pays off. Just come in every day with a chip on your shoulder, work hard, pretty much.
Interesting. Becca, what would you put in that box for a freshman?
I think I would put in that box to trust the process. I think it's really hard for freshmen because, we have a freshman team, and then as sophomores, they go to JV, but they're so used to maybe being a starter, like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and then 9th grade, and then 10th grade, you're still learning the process. You guys know it was tough for you guys too.
Yeah.
I watched it. I mean, these guys could be able to admit it. And then you could have a breakout season your junior, senior year. I mean, I think Cody Fair was a good example of that. He just kept working and working and working. Like there's just been examples of that each year. I mean, you guys probably could even name a senior that who's kind of broke out their junior, senior year that has been impressive. Yeah. Because you guys know you had to wait, right?
Yeah.
Was it hard?
Yeah, it was hard, but it paid off.
But has the process been worth it?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest advice to remember. And the fans should probably remember that too.
The fans aren't going to get access to the box. Come on. Coach, what would you put in the box?
I mean, I think those are all great answers. I don't know what I could add to that other than maybe, when have somebody that you trust and respect, that is in your corner to go to for advice when things get tough. I think oftentimes when things are tough, you find your way to people that will confirm things for you that are not true about why you're not succeeding or why you're not playing yet, and just tell you what you want to hear. But you need to find somebody that you really respect and you really trust that will give you the truth, true feedback, true honest feedback for not only just why you're not there yet, but also give you the encouragement you need to keep moving forward.
And they all have my email, so I'm happy to be that mentor, if we want to call it that. I feel like that's what I do here in the week. So we're going to go right to our game before I lose power. And Becca, so they're guests before, so we don't really need to explain the game. They're going to say coach more or co-host more. And what is our facts, which we only need 3 more?
Yeah. One of us was a track and field star in high school and did very well in districts. And the other one of us was, just average. So
you're saying both people were track and field.
Yeah.
One was, let's say, excellent, and one was average.
Yeah.
So they're going to discuss that while I play punt or no punt, which we are seeing facts is sweeping the nation.
I'm not sure,
This-
I'm not sure what the correct answer is here.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Good thing coach doesn't have to play this week. They played a team called Turpin, and I wonder if they did any turpentine jokes all week. You know, I would have. They beat them 56-13. No punts. They're still on no punts, but here is this week's head scratcher for me. They were 0 for 1 on 4th downs. And there was a running clock the entire second half, and they only scored 1 touchdown the second half. So in an entire half of football, they only scored once, and let's say they went for it 1 time on 4th down. How do you not score or have a 4th down? Cincinnati, Anderson, I need answers.
I told you, he said turnover.
Turnovers.
You think they turned the ball over every single time they had the ball except 1 time?
Well, if they had a running clock, they probably only got 3, maybe 4 possessions.
I know, but I think that's weird. They only had 1 4th down unless the.
I mean, it is weird, but it's explainable.
It's weird. Something's going on down there. But still, punt or no punt? No punt. The whole season, 1 punt all the way. All right, let's get our answer.
We thought that Becca was the track star and Coach Moore was a bit on the average.
This is your final answer?
Yeah.
I want to know what the answer is.
Well, actually, did you win districts? Are you placed in districts in
No, I
shot?
won county.
He won county, so he's the county. I did not win county. He won county.
So
Really, I want. Yeah. So really, right there's your track star.
okay.
Yeah, he was in the field. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't win county. I got second, so he won.
County champ.
County
shot put.
champ, and
Yeah,
I
we
was
thought about you
runner
as the
up.
lineman, that's why.
Yeah.
Becca runs a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this
Finally,
is big.
Scott, we got him.
No, we got one last week when you weren't here. So it's 4-3. Just like last year, if we win Warren Harding, in the McKinley game will be the tiebreaker, which is exactly what happened at last year's game. And by the way, I'm cooking up next year's game, and it's going to involve drawing. That's all I'll say.
Oh well. Who's gonna win that?
Okay, that was it. Tiger Talk, Massillon
good.
versus Science.
We'll be there. I can't wait to see you in section 14.
Yeah, I'll be there if the highways are open, if there's gas, if the rain doesn't come.
Until next time, DIG.
ERS.